today. Now, I'm double manning again today, so I'm not going to be able to create too much. I'll do what I can. The thing is, the guy who I'm double manning with, he's a company guy, as per usual. We're doing what is referred to as a drop and drive. That's where two drivers go to a single location and we unload ourselves, so on and so forth. Usually the stores are still open, but they don't have the staff to unload us, so it is what it is. But he's just returned back to work after having a week off, having been ill. He got bitten by something, got an infection, it sounds like. And so I'm double manning with him, so as I can do all the manual labour. Woo! I've got a manual labour day. But anyway, I shall do what I can. All the road footage is going to be sped up and royalty free is going to be bunged over it, just for the simple fact that chances are we're going to be having a chat. You know, we're going to be having a chat. So there we go. I shall do what I can. But obviously I've got a curtain. So that means I can open the curtains when we get there, so I can do some bits and bobs whilst I'm being tipped, if you see what I mean. But anyway, I better get on because I'm off to Eastleigh. That's all I've got. So nice easy day, nice easy day. Poor old transport guy, he's had somebody this evening phone in sick, so he's having to alter the runs because I was down for something else. And he's having to try and alter the runs, and he just turned around and he went, well, why don't you two go off and do Eastleigh? I mean, I'm not going to mention any names, but you've just returned back to work, so make your first day back easy. So. Lovely jubbly. I shall be driving down there. And what's his face will probably be driving back. But yes. One thing I do want to mention very quickly. Now, to any of people who watch me but don't work with me, don't worry about this bit. To all the guys who work with me, I know what the rumour mill is like. And I know there are a few, because I was double manning yesterday and I'm privy to a bit more information. Now, I'm not getting involved in all of this crap. I'm going to jump out ahead of it. To all the guys who work with me, and I am amazed that there are quite a few of you who actually watch me. Because sometimes I'm walking in and a driver's coming back the other way, who I think never in a million years would they watch YouTube, you know? And they're walking in there, we're expecting a good one for you tonight, as you go past style thing. I'm like, okay. But to all the guys who work with me, if you've heard something and you're thinking, yeah, no, or you're curious, ask me. Okay, I've got no reason to lie. I'm jumping out in front of this one. I like working in this site. I travel a long way to come and work in this site. 20 minutes from where I live is Kalina in Haverhill, and I know they're recruiting. But I come to this site because I like working here. So to all the guys who actually drive, know me, so on and so forth, if you've heard something, ask me. I don't need to know where you've heard it from, I don't need to know who it's coming from, but I'm jumping out in front of it because I know what the rumour mill's like. You know, you say to one person, oh yeah, when I was a kid I had a pogo stick. All of a sudden, you know, about 12 people later, you're a test pilot in a pogo stick factory. You know, or you invented the pogo stick. So I know what the rumour mill is like. And I know that I work with various different people who come from loads of different backgrounds, have had loads of different life experiences, and I know that rumours start and they grow and and all of a sudden somebody hears something and they think, no, that didn't happen to you, bruv, and there's an issue. So if you work with me and you've heard something, come and speak to me. If there's any truth in it, I'll tell you. If it's a flagrant lie, chances are it is. I'll say, no, I don't know where you heard that from, but it's a load of old bollocks. Okay? So, to all the guys who work with me, I'm jumping out in front of this now. I'm done. I was double manning yesterday and I heard a couple of things. I'm done. Okay, I've got a 99%, I'm 99% sure where it's coming from. So you don't have to tell me where it's coming from. So there you go, I'm covering this now, I'm getting this out of the way, I'm getting it done. Because at the end of the day, the rumour mill is a rumour mill. It is a load of old nuts. So, I'm not going to let it get on top, I'm not going to let it get out of control. If you've heard something, ask me. You see me all the time. I'm in virtually every day. So there you go. But anyway, I just thought I'll throw that in because obviously with what's been going on in the last few days, it's jump out in front of it. To anybody who is in a situation where there's a rumour mill and maybe you're in it, then jump out in front of it. Okay, the easiest thing to do is just jump out in front of it. It's the only way to deal with it. Although one of the security guards last night gave me a fantastic idea in regards to one of the rumours that I do know of. But because there is a chance the person who is behind it watches this, I don't want them to know which one it is. You know, element of surprise and all of that. And one of the security guards, he gave me a fantastic idea. It will be Picasso. It will just be perfect. So I think I'm going to play that one. Because it's not only just a good idea, but it really is my sense of humour as well. So yeah. But anyway, I better crack on with this, go sort a few bits out, and then go see whether the person I'm doubled up with has done his return to work thing. It's something, every company has it, you know, you go off sick, you do a return to work, don't you? There you go. But anyway, I shall see you a bit later on. Well, a couple of alterations. The person I'm double manning with is going down to the docks first and then meeting me down at Eastleigh. So, yeah, I'm on my own today, which is a bit of a bonus. And the other issue is... I wound the legs up. Excuse me. And the bolt snapped. I'd just finished winding the legs and the bolt snapped and the thing came off. I was like, oh, that's not normal. It's not normal. Wait, look. So I'll do the run because it is just the legs. They're wound up. They're not going to fall down or anything like that. I'll do the run. I'll come back and then I'll defect it. I'll most likely have to leave it connected to the vehicle because obviously I can't wind the legs down. I might be able to get the legs wound down, but you know, when you drop in a trailer, if you're not certain that the legs are going to wind, so to speak. So yeah, that'll be interesting. So I'm going to go give them the good news. Go get some corner seals for the trailer, and then crack on to Eastleigh. Woo! Ah, well, made it to Eastleigh, and seeing as the other driver had to go to Southampton Docks, I'm waiting for him. So whilst I'm waiting, there's nothing I can do. I mean, the store's still open, but the shutters are closed and everything like that. And when I came in, there was a 16 plate, virtually new, obviously it's 6.6 at the moment, but a 16 plate BMW 3 Series sitting down there. Now this is our turning circle, this is our yard, you've got the various delivery vehicles, stacks of blue pallets, you might see it in the background. So I turned round and I reversed about that close to it. Well, the manager came out and noticed, and his car is now magically in their car park. Why would you park it in the yard? I mean, there's a car park there. It's what, 40 foot away from where I am, maybe 50 foot away from where I am. Why? Why would you? Right in the turning circle, right where we need to reverse as well. And I just got as close as I could. Look on his face when he was walking across the yard, he wasn't happy. Don't park in the bloody yard then. But anyway, moving swiftly on. On the way down, I've been thinking about certain things. One of which is parenthood. Because as you guys know, myself and Bert wanted to trying to start a family the end of this year. Unfortunately, due to various things and being in too much of a dodgy situation, because we haven't achieved what we wanted to achieve, we've postponed it for the foreseeable. But on the way down here I started thinking about things, and like virtually everybody who hasn't become a parent yet and is thinking about it, you want a boy and a girl. Okay, you might want 3 or 4 kids, you might just want 2, but you want a boy and a girl if you're only having 2, and both myself and Bert only want 2 kids. Soz lorries will have 1 and then twins or something like that, but whatever. And I was thinking about it on the way down here, and there's kind of an unwritten oath, if you like, if you're a father of a daughter. Now, fathers of daughters who are watching me, please correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of an unwritten promise, or an unspoken promise I suppose, that you would make to your daughter's future suitors. And that is along the lines of, I don't give a good goddamn if you're the second coming of our Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. If you lay a finger on her, I'll bury you. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's along those lines. And then I started, my brain started wandering. And I'm going to ask people of my age group, when you were growing up, your parents probably watched a number of films that were released when they were younger, that they grew up with. It could have been anything from Casablanca to whatever. And how many of you remember any parts of those films? Seriously, how many of you actually remember those films? Bother watching them even now? Probably very few of you, if any. And that got me thinking about the films my generation has grown up with. We have some really cold lines we can use, and I am so looking forward to being the father of a daughter so I can use them. Just certain little rewordings and re-edits of lines from films that are going to go completely over their heads because they won't know them. I mean, think about it. I'm talking about people who are going to be dating 20 years from now, making these films, what, 40 years old? And I was sitting there, and I've got a dark sense of humour, so I'm going to be doing this. And you've got the short little ones, like You'll Never Sound the Same If Your Teeth Ain't Your Own. Yeah? And you've got things like, if you don't want to be counting the fingers you haven't got, or sharing a bed with the Antichrist, I suggest you get a pack of Durex, quick. You know, little things like that. And I know there's going to be people sitting at home just laughing at that, thinking, I know where that's from, that's genius. But then you've got the really cold ones. Things like, for example, the fella comes round to take your daughter out, and you answer the door style thing, and you could go, I need about 14 pigs to finish a job in one sitting. I want to starve the pigs for a couple of days first, so the sight of a chopped up dead body looks like carrying to a pisshead. They'll go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes. That means a single pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute. Hence the expression, as greedy as a pig. And also the reason you should be very scared of me. And just little things like that we could use is going to be so good. I know, my brain has been wandering on the way down here as it always does. But it's going to be so cool. I desperately want to be a father to a daughter. Because I've got them all lined up. Every one of them. And I know there are people watching me at the moment who are either going to be parents soon or are parents or whatever. And if you've got a daughter, you're probably making notes, re-watching that, go, I am so using that, I am definitely using that. And there's loads of them that we can use. You can use bits and bobs from Pulp Fiction. You know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon you. And things like that. It's just cool. I don't know why, but we have so many lines we can use. And they won't know. They won't have a clue. They'll just think that you are really cold. I just think it's cool. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about on the drive down here now. But, oh dear, it's how your mind works, isn't it? You're driving along and you think of something, and then it will go on to something else and something else and so on and so forth. And it's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love. I love the potential of the future. And this is, if anybody's watching me who has dark thoughts, and you know where I'm going with this, the potential of the future is boundless. What you can achieve, what could happen. Yes, it could go catastrophically wrong. Oh, mate, it could implode, like go supernova on you. But then it could go well, and you don't know whether it's going to be epically great or a pogo stick in the face. You don't know. And the potential is the reason you keep going. You know, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. For the simple fact that just thinking about what you could have. Okay, you're going through crap now, and we all do. I mean, all of us do, to varying degrees, whether it's the death of a parent or another loved one of some description, or you've lost your job, you could lose your house, or whatever. We all go through insane amounts of crap. But to anybody who is in a dark place, who is in a bit of a, that kind of edge, the future is not written yet. The possibilities are endless. Just keep going, because it's going to get a lot better. Now, the other driver has turned up, so I suppose I'm going to have to go and do some work. Joyful. So I'll see you a bit later on. Well, that's that. Back in the yard. Don't forget the keys and the phone. Not mine. It's all part of the drop and drive stuff. But that's my day done. So nice and easy. Had to defect the trailer, and he went, "Oh, put it on the back fence." Now, along the back fence where we park, there was one available space. And directly opposite is where they park all the units. And there isn't enough space to spin it in between two trailers. I mean, if there was a couple of gaps, yeah, you can go wide and then bugger about for a minute, but in between two trailers I am not taking that risk. I don't care. So I've just dropped the opposite transport with a vehicle off-road board on it. So I was just like, you know what, I don't care. I don't give a damn. It's been one of those days at the moment, so he's just on the way back. Too much crap. And I got back to this yard and carnage, absolute carnage. It was pandemonium. And I stopped opposite transport to go into the one remaining parking space, and I'm waiting for vehicles to go past, and then this twonk pulls up in all the hashed area outside the transport, stares directly at me, stops, an agency guy but out of this site, jumps out his vehicle to go into transport to go and sort something out, comes back, sees me still sitting there because obviously I can't get into the bay without taking his vehicle out, gets in his cab, closes the door, gets his phone out. Not only that, but at the same time a shunter comes to where I've got to bloody put my unit so as I can spin. I hit me horn, he looks at me like, what's your problem? I'm not taking the side of your wagon out, bugger off. So he's disappeared, I've gone to move forward, the shunter's looked up, stared at me and looked back down and carried on. It's like, move! So I'm a bit annoyed. Because there is absolutely... That made me jump, didn't it? Oops. But... made me... What's that? But there's absolutely no bloody need for it. There's one space to put a trailer in the trailer parking area. One. I'm not going anywhere else. There is nowhere else for me. Why are you in my way? But anyway, whatever, it don't matter, it's done, battle is over, the war is won, I didn't hit anything. So, what I am going to do... Oh, look at that, I did exactly 5 hours worth of driving. Isn't that wonderful? What I am going to do is end my day now. Hopefully I won't hit the horn again. Can't believe I just did that. Why is it you can never accidentally do that when someone's walking past and just watch them go, what? But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share about, do whatever it is you usually do. I'll see you in the next one. I might make something tomorrow, I don't know. But tomorrow is a day off. So I'll see you later, guys.